Hello, welcome to Elizabeth Reads. I have here Jemima Small versus the Universe. It's one of Tamsin Winter's books by Usborne. They are quite incredible. And I am going to read you chapter 20, which is called Weightless. On Monday in form, Mr. Nelson reminded us about the camping trip and read out a list of people who still needed to bring their permission slips back, even though it was still 6 weeks away. I put my hand up and asked how it was legal for us to sleep outside in tents in late October. He told me I was welcome to come back at lunchtime and read the school's 250-page health and safety policy document that explained the answer. Miki giggled as I shook my head. Then Mr. Nelson showed us pictures of the camping site. It looked like a set from a horror film. Afzal made a joke about werewolves, and Lottie asked innocently about Bigfoot. Mr. Nelson told her it was an American folklore. Then Lottie looked directly at me and slowly mouthed, Bigfoot. Maybe it was getting compared to a mythical ape-like creature that inhabits the forests of North America, but I spent the rest of the day hoping I'd break my leg over half-term so I wouldn't have to camp with Lottie Freeman. For the rest of the week, if people weren't talking about Camp Go Wild and how funny it would be to capsize into freezing water, like they'd never heard of hypothermia, they were talking about Brainiacs. People who took the test had attached the lightning bolt keychains to their pencil cases or bags and used their special yellow pens in class. I kept mine in my pencil case. Miki distracted me by singing Mary Poppins songs, and every lunchtime we went through his lines. By the end of the week, I knew his parts so well I could probably have auditioned to be his understudy. On Friday morning, Erin sat next to me in maths, talking about how hard the Brainiacs questions were and playing clips of last year's show on her phone before Mrs. Lee arrived. It'd be so cool to be on it, Erin said. Apparently, Mrs. Savage is going to announce who's got through in assembly on Monday. I can't wait. I've got no chance. I couldn't even answer half the questions. But everyone's saying you'll get through, Jem. You got full marks in everything. But I felt sick thinking about it. I dreaded the idea of standing up in lower school assembly, so how could I stand up in front of hundreds of brainy strangers at the selection day, or millions on national TV? I wish they recorded Brainiacs on the radio instead. As I walked into the sports hall that lunchtime, Gina was dragging a mat from a pile in the corner. She greeted me with a gargantuan smile. I hope you're ready for a relaxing class. We're doing a meditation, Brendan said as I put my bag down. I'd heard of meditation from Auntie Luna. It helps clear your mind and restore your energy levels, and sometimes it makes you fall asleep. Last time I meditated with Luna, I was so bored I practiced my 26 times tables. It wasn't really meditation, more like homework. I helped Gina pull a green mat into a space near Heidi's and lay down with my arms by my sides. First, I would like you to breathe, Gina said. I rolled my eyes like I wasn't already doing that. Take a really deep breath in and out. Put your hands on your tummy and fill it up as big as it will go. I wanted to tell Gina it's your diaphragm that fills up with air, not your tummy, but you're not allowed to talk during meditation. I could hear Heidi slowly breathing in and out. She had her eyes closed and her belly was going up and down. I looked the other way and saw Brandon's feet twitching. One of his toes was poking out of a hole in his sock. The only good thing about Gina's class was being about the same size as everyone else. For once, I didn't worry about how far my belly stuck out or how much space I took up. Just relax, Jemima. Close your eyes. I took a deep breath and covered my eyes with my hands. Imagine you are lying on a soft cloud. I tried to ignore Gina's voice and do my 53 times tables, but it was impossible. Gina's got this soothing kind of voice. I wished humans had a way of closing our ears like crocodiles. You are floating on a cloud. I imagined a cumulus cloud. They'd probably be the comfiest. I took a deep breath and let my hands fall down by my sides. You can feel a warm and gentle breeze and sunlight on your face. Let every part of your body completely relax into the cloud. You feel at peace. You feel at ease. You feel comfortable in your body. I don't know what happened next exactly. Gina must have the psychic gift like Luna and my Nana, because I was lying on a mat in the sports hall in a body that usually felt heavier than Jupiter, but it felt like I was floating. past the clouds, right up to the edge of Earth's atmosphere, to the Kármán line where space begins. I felt like I was bathing in sunlight, and every single cell in my body felt peaceful, like it was supposed to be there, like it was okay. Gina counted us back down to Earth, and I sat up. I rubbed my eyes to keep them open. She said meditation restored your energy, but it made me want to nap. Now, Gina said, I have homework for you. Brandon groaned and then apologized as soon as Gina looked at him. Firstly, I'd like you to take a 30-minute walk. Get some fresh air. Go with a friend or family member if you like. Maybe along the seafront. Everyone think they can do that? I nodded, pulled my homework planner out of my rucksack. And secondly, Gina handed each of us a small red notebook. Over the next week, any negative thoughts you have about your body, I want you to write them down in here. Like a list? Maya asked, writing her name in big swirly letters on the front of her notebook. Yes, a list or a diary. It's up to you. If you hear any negative comments about your body, I want you to write those down too. I flicked through the blank pages of my notebook, wondering if there'd be enough space. But won't that just make us feel worse, Nate asked, writing down all the bad stuff you think? I hope it's going to make you feel better. Gina smiled. Trust me. Maya stood up. Well, I'll start with all the stuff my mom says. She was laughing, but that way you laugh when you really want to cry. Like what, Maya? Gina asked. Maya sat down again and her bag dropped to the floor. She's put us both on this diet. We're only allowed to eat green leaves and raw vegetables. And when I say I'm hungry, she makes me this special drink and tells me to concentrate on what I want it to look like. What I want to look like. Gina's eyes widened. Right. Maybe she misunderstood when I spoke to her last week. I'll give her a call this afternoon, okay? Now, listen, I want to make this very clear. Nobody here should be on a diet. Diets go against everything I believe in. And besides, who wants to eat only green leaves and raw vegetables? A tortoise, I said. Exactly. Gina's smile stretched back to the usual 70% of her face. You must be absolutely starving. She went over to a table by the wall. Look, everyone, this class is about having a healthy lifestyle. There's nothing healthy about cutting out vital food groups. Here. She picked up a big tub and pulled off the lid to reveal chocolate brownies. Help yourselves. A little treat from GGB for being an awesome group. Thanks, Gina, Brandon said, taking a brownie in each hand. He bit into one and said, and then stuffed the rest into his mouth. I took a bite from mine. It was okay, but it didn't taste that chocolatey. There was something a bit grainy about it, too. Maybe Gina didn't mix the ingredients up very well. I could feel bits of it getting stuck in my teeth. We all deserve a treat once in a while, Gina said, taking a brownie for herself. I mean, who doesn't like sweet potato? That's the end of chapter 20. Subscribe to me now, and you will get to be informed whenever I put on a new book. And make sure to join me for chapter 21.